Right, it's time for the final F1 2025 alternate Grand Prix before the summer break. This one is the Hungarian Grand Prix, and yes, we are at Balaton Park, the only acceptable option for this one. Now, I believe you guys actually mentioned another alternative, Pannonia Park or Pannonia Circuit or something along those lines, I think it's called. I can't fully remember the name, but I had a look. It seems a bit more like a hot lap circuit rather than a racing circuit. Balaton has a bit more track width, which allows for racing. Also, it's road relevant because MotoGP is racing here, I believe this season or next season, so it's quite a trendy track, and it has been actually massively upgraded since the last time we covered it on the channel a couple of years back. So let's get into it. Now, as always, I have to plug the previous episode, guys. Last week, we raced at Circuit Zolder for the alternate Belgian Grand Prix. I can't lie, it was actually pretty sick. A very small, narrow, old racetrack from the 80s in F1, which is still active today, but not in F1. It was insane. But yeah, Balaton should be a modern version of that in some ways. Now, we have to talk about the standings heading into this one. We start out with the drivers, and we have a 11-point lead over Kimi Andrea Antonelli heading into this one. Max Verstappen dropped to third last time out, scoring no points at all. He was dropping through the field like a stone, had no pace at all. Hamilton is P4, and I would say that top four is going to be the guys who are fighting for the championship today. So we'll see what happens on the grid lineup. George Russell then is P5 ahead of Ocon, Leclerc, and then Hulkenberg, Tsunoda in there as well in the mix, and Stroll rounds out the top 10. At the bottom, Bortoleto, and then a few notable underperformance, I'd say. Alonso down in 15th, Carlos Sainz as well 17th. But other than that, generally speaking, it's Lando Norris in P12. Either way, in the constructors, Mercedes lead with a pretty decent gap actually, and they're the first team to break 200 points. We are comfortably P4, but today should switch things up. Now, I'll say that because the grid has been randomly allocated again, and Ferrari have been blessed. Charles Leclerc is on pole. Ironically, just like the real-life Hungarian Grand Prix, Tsunoda's on the front row, which is insane, and Hamilton is P3, so both Ferraris already in podium contention. Pierre Gasly is P4, Sainz up in P5, Russell followed by Alonso, Bortoleto, Norris in P9, and Antonelli, the final provisional point scorer, in P10. Piastri's outside the points, so is Hadjar, and Max Verstappen is P13. So Antonelli and Verstappen are the ones we're looking out for today. Hamilton has a golden opportunity to close back in the championship. Elsewhere, Ocon, Behrman, both Haas cars line astern. Lawson, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Albon, and Colapinto, unfortunately today, is at the back with us. So yeah, very insane grid. Got quite a few teams close together. Both Ferraris pretty close, both McLaren's pretty close, both Haas cars literally next to each other. So yeah, this one could be interesting. Anyway, 24 laps. Let's get into it. Right, let's get to it. It's time, guys, for the Hungarian Grand Prix at Balaton Park. Lights on. Oh wow, that was great timing on the upshift. Literally almost jumped the start accidentally, but we got a perfect jump on the lights. That gap's going to close. We're going to get pushed around here and squeezed. Turn 1 is a hairpin, and guess what? Turn 2 is also a hairpin. It's a very unique track. Basically, there's no straights. It's all corners. So overtaking will be difficult here. Probably the hardest it's been in the entire series. So buckle up. We do have 3 DRS zones, but they're all pretty unique. This is one of them. So we've got through the first sector, turns 1 to 4. Now we have turn 5. Oh, got Karma inside there. Albon having a late look into the chicane. We go into this little short curve straight and then into yet another chicane. This one's quite slow. Second to third gear, got a brief yellow flag, which is going to give us the opportunity to go around the outside of Liam Lawson here. Not getting a lot of grip, and actually Lawson passes Stroll instead. Here we open DRS. This is the longest straight. MotoGP actually goes left here. I think that's a chicane for MotoGP, but we are going to take the straight. And then we do arrive at another chicane. That's the last one, pretty much, I'd say, of the lap. And then this corner here, the final corner, similar to the old bridge Silverstone complex, but that is a lap of Balaton. This is another DRS straight, but it's so short, you don't even get to 8th gear. So that is it. It's a track with lots of corners, very little straight. So battling, overtaking here is going to be tough. So we need to be good, we need to be efficient, and we're going to have to get aggressive. At the minute, you can see our tyre temps are not looking too great as we go into the grass. I am running the hard tyres, but I'm also running the softest allocation. I'm running C5 to C3, so, you know, that's pretty aggressive. Everyone, though, seems to be on the C3 hard tyre. I'm not seeing any tyre compound difference right now, so we're all going to be in the same conditions. At the moment, I'm actually getting dropped here. The AI seem pretty quick. Oh, I'm wide. Well wide through there. I'm keen to get some lap times now over the start finish and kind of see what's the pace from, you know, the leaders relative to us. Obviously we can definitely improve. Still just trying to learn my braking points. I have done this track before, but it was a while back, so I'm sure we'll get more confident, more comfortable. We've got to try and push them curbs. Very flat racetrack, 0 elevation change. We are 1.8 seconds off lead pace, so we need to find a little bit of something here. But yeah, that starts by attacking these curbs. Like I said, it's a very flat racetrack, so we can make it a bit wider than what it actually is. So let's see if we can try and find our rhythm. Already, that's a much tidier first sector. No big dramas. We set a whole bunch of personal best mini sectors, and there is a personal best first sector. I think once we start seeing a few purple mini sectors flash up, that will be the go-to sign that we're doing okay. You basically break at the 100-meter board for every chicane it seems around here. But this lap looks a lot better. Green sectors everywhere. To be fair, Hulkenberg's only 4 tenths behind, 3 tenths behind. He's pretty damn close, 2 tenths behind. So we are under pressure. Hulkenberg's having a look. Managed to brake late enough. Hamilton sets the pace, 1:14.2. Leclerc still leads as we are a little bit wide at the last corner. We do a 1:15.1. So we do improve a little bit. But still a second off the lead pace, so we've got to find some more. I'm going to just dip into the higher battery mode here to try and see if I can find a bit of rhythm. Let's see if we can try and close in on Lance a little bit and start to make some inroads on the cars ahead, because we're still just P18. There's a purple mini sector, so already finding a bit more pace on this one. AI excellent, by the way. This is one of their cleaner racetracks, if not cleanest of the series so far, and they seem to be super quick as well, because I'm already on the limit, pushing hard here, and we're not exactly making much progress. Like now I'm starting to gain using engine mode, but before when I was running medium, we weren't making a scratch. Oh, a bit of opposite lock, had to sacrifice the exit, but this is a better lap. It's not a personal best middle sector, but it's a personal best first. Leader still in the low 114s. Oh, that was good through there. That was really committed. And now at the last corner, we visibly are closer this lap over the line. So 1:14.5, it's a purple last. That looks good. Starting to get closer now. We'll hold off on the battery and just try and save some for overtaking, because we're starting to close up. You can see everyone, though, to be fair, is following very closely here, so it's going to be difficult to overtake, I think. Straights are so short. I've had a good exit here, though. This might be a shot. Oh, down the inside, had a little look. Stroll with the slide, but we're not quite able to make the pass there. Again, this straight is too short for an overtake. To the chicane, just trying to see also whether AI can kind of be put under some pressure. Not through there, it seems. Wow, opposite lock again. I'm going to wind it up here. Up into high on the battery. This is definitely a possible overtaking spot for us. We seem to be quite strong there. Down the inside on Stroll. A little bit of contact. Stroll still there. I'm leaving space as much as I can give. We're through. There we go. Nice move. Finally up to P17, making an overtake. And now we are going to race after Liam Lawson here, who's next up. Got a lot of work to do, and I think at the minute, points are looking a bit tricky. We're a quarter of the way through the race and we've barely made any progress. AI are really good around here, it seems. I'm going to leave the engine mode high. I want to see if I can try and close in and get these two, and then try and just get into that little bit of clean air, that little pocket, and try to make some progress. 14.4 on that one. Even better still. No fastest lap, but it's a PB. I wonder if we can try and knock on Lawson's door here, out of this corner. Not to pass, but just to kind of pressure a little bit. That's a bloody good exit again. A bit far back, but I'm going to try and see if I can be a bit tidy here and try and stay close for what's to come. No, never mind. Lawson had a brilliant exit there, to be fair. That was excellent from him. Really good traction. We've already put a second to Stroll. So we're pulling away from the cars behind, aggressively over the curbs here. This feels like a decent spot for me to make some moves and do some damage, potentially. Just want to see what I can do on this straight. Is it long enough for anything? Using high on the battery mode. We are closing a little bit. Just feels like we've run out of straight. We're catching these cars ahead, and I think it's actually Verstappen who's ahead of Behrman here. I've had a good exit here though. We might have a shot. Down to turn one, we do a 14.2 on that lap. Down the inside on Lawson. Gonna try and set up a switchback. Oh, just had to bump the back of him, but we might still have a shot. Gonna keep the pressure up. Got a chance here. This is our favourite corner. Turn 4. Moving across, not letting Lawson back through, shutting the door. That's P16. Right, okay, let's move on then. That's another one down. Behrman's next up. We should get away through here a little bit. Again, we just got to really flatten the track and widen it by using every bit of the curb and painted tarmac. Verstappen's only 14th at the minute, so he's not scoring any points today. Could be back-to-back Grand Prix without points for Verstappen, which is great for us. Leclerc still leads the way. Need a big lap now to try and catch up to these cars ahead. I will say the front right gets absolutely battered around here. Good lap though. That was in medium and we did a 14.4. I'm back on the battery now because we're knocking on Behrman's door, so I want to try and get a move done here. It could be out of turn 4 again if we can close in through here using the engine mode. Oh, not quite. Try to take a tight line there to break some of the dirty air. Didn't quite work. But if I can get close through here, maybe we can try something. Just try and stay tidy. Have a good chicane. Maybe out the hairpin for once. We can try a move. Lock up into the chicane. They're not exactly ideal, but we're still closing on Ollie. But we lock up again and run it a bit deep into the hairpin. I'm going to get a decent exit though. PB middle sector. The straight is just too short. Can't make anything happen. Sonoda goes quickest. 14.0. Maybe onto the pit straight here. Yes. Perfect. Give it to me, come on. Back to the 14.2s. Into turn 1. It's a bit reckless, a little bit deep. Huge lock up on the left or right front, but we go through. Up to P15 now. Next up is Max Verstappen, who's gone nowhere in this race and actually, I think, has lost a place. So, Max is struggling the last couple of rounds. But so are we. We're approaching half race distance. And to be honest, we are nowhere near points at the minute. Balaton is proving a massive task. And this is the strongest AI I've been all season. All Leclerc's into the 113s. First person to do so. So the race leader upping the pace some more. We're having a pretty decent lap here. It's another 14.3. That's sort of our pace, I think. But we are quicker than the cars ahead, who are doing 14.9s, it seems. I wonder if we might have a shot here at getting Max out of turn 4. Look at wide. Look at that front right. It's absolutely just magma in terms of colour and temperature right now. Lots of understeer there, just struggling to hold on to the front right. Those lockups are not helping. It's like a chain reaction. It's getting too hot and I can't stop locking up. I want to see if I can try and set something up here on Verstappen, potentially, and try and carve out a move somewhere. Need a strong second half of the lap. Oh, it's a good chicane. Verstappen had a bad chicane. Bit of a lock up into the hairpin, but we keep it under control. This is actually a good exit and the closest we've been to a car. Still think we're a bit far to try something into this chicane, but look at it, we're actually gaining now. We'll follow Max through the chicane. Try to wind something up into the last chicane as well, but nothing quite working. We do get the exit. Here we go. Down the inside, this time we get it stopped. Verstappen though is still there. We're going to take a super wide line. Verstappen parks it. I avoid the contact. Down the inside of turn 4, Verstappen's still there. Oh my god, what a battle. We race down to the chicane. Around the outside, Verstappen's still there. Come on. Yes. Just floored it out of there and managed to get in front. P14. No, I fought so hard for a P14 in such a long time. Isaac Hadjar next. Really, we need to try and get these 3 cars. Even then, that's only P11. It's not actually points, which is shocking. So the points are even further up the road. And we're already about to enter, or close to entering, the last 10 laps of the race. So, whew, this is going to be one hell of an uphill climb. We're going to need a special ending to get anything out of this one. I'm pushing flat out every lap, giving it everything around Balaton Park here. Oh, Max is here. Hello. Wow, that wasn't on my bingo card. Fair play. Verstappen straight through, and we're going to try and get him back. We drive into the back of him now. I was trying to push through. I was running low on the battery. I was trying to recharge a little bit, but Verstappen saw the opportunity and just took it. I'm going to get a switch back here, B1. There we go. This time I was ready for it, but we're going to have to continue the battle from a couple laps ago. Oh no, contact. Oh, we get caught up entirely. That's game over. Where's Colapinto? He's gone, okay. Wow, that's it, it's game over. There's no way we're recovering that. I've been way off the pace. Well, I say way off the pace. I've been so fast around here. It took so much work just to get to P14. Oh, that's a shame. I think that was on me. I ran a bit wide. I was trying to get in front. And we paid the price. This could be huge for the championship. I mean, Verstappen luckily is not in the points, but I think Antonelli is in the points somewhere, so he'll close in a little bit. And that might give Hamilton a chance. I don't know where he is either, so we'll see. I think Leclerc's a bit far to cash in, but you never know. He might make progress, but this is going to be a devastating blow. We haven't scored a 0 in a while. I'll try and get back on the pace, though, and make a late push. Let's see what we can try and do. Wow, completely zoned out there. Missed my braking point entirely. Terrible. Back into the 14s though, with a huge corner cut. Massive asterisk on that one, but making some progress again. That's our pace, 14.3. I am about to run out of battery though, so that's going to get a whole lot trickier to complete and match. Also, tyres are hitting the cliff. The right front is gone. Other three are holding up okay, but the right front is completely gone. So we might see some later race changes. The AI did struggle in Zolder, you never know. Oh, yellow flag. Brief yellow. I don't think anyone actually got caught out there, but maybe someone made a small mistake. Got my hopes up for a second. I think we'll be lucky to catch Colapinto by race end at this rate, unfortunately. The AI's pace is dropping. They're in the high 115, some of them now. We did a 14.4, so a bit more pace on that one, albeit using high engine mode again, trying to squeeze out a bit more pace. This has been their strongest track by far. It's actually insane how quick and genuinely competitive they've been around here. It's been great for a change that they've really been hard to beat for me. But that spin was really unfortunate. I think it would have been a really tight battle to fight for a point today. That would have been the challenge, and it would have been awesome to see the outcome. But still, this has been just as challenging. I just want to try and beat Colapinto and not finish last on track. That's the aim now, and that's the goal for the rest of this one. Right, up on the engine mode, I've stopped catching Colapinto because I was trying to charge. We're going to go all in now to try and catch him on this last lap. Tyres have entirely hit the cliff. Both front tyres, shall I say. Right rear is about to follow, only the left rear is going to survive. This is everything now. Full send. Let's see. Big last lap. Don't give a crap about the tyres if they overheat or lock up. Just going to drive it as fast as I possibly can and try and squeeze a fast lap out. And just see if we can challenge Colapinto here. But AI have actually held onto their tyres a lot better today. It seems like less cars ran the softer compounds compared to Zolder last time out. There's not a lot of grip now though. It's really running out. Gap down to 1.4. A big chicane here could put us in the money. Oh, really struggling for front grip now though. The front is just tapping out. Have to wait so long to pick up the throttle on corner exit. I don't even think we're going to get Colapinto. I'm trying everything, but it's a little bit too far. We just hit the cliff entirely. A spin didn't help, but we are going to finish last. No DNFs either. Wow. Humbling. Very humbling. So there it is then. In a race where overtaking was very, very, very difficult, we have some final results confirmed. Charles Leclerc is your race winner. Tsunoda, Hamilton finished the podium. So to be fair, not a lot of change from what I can tell from memory. Gasly P4, Sainz, Russell in the top 6, Alonso, Bortoletto, just like in the real-life Hungarian Grand Prix, Master ahead of Student. Lando finishes P9 and Antonelli scores the final point. So we only lose out to Antonelli by a point. So considering we scored a 0, it's not bad. Hamilton's the big winner today, and Leclerc potentially revives his championship hopes, converting that pole to a win. And by the way, starting on pole is no guarantee because last episode Alonso started on pole and finished in P7. So things can unravel here. Piastri, P11, just misses out on points. Then it's Ocon, Hadjar, Verstappen, Behrman, P15. So Ocon actually and Behrman, you know, they started alongside. They've actually split apart quite a bit. Verstappen went nowhere in that one. And to be fair, P10 was looking tricky. I mean, look at Max, 23 seconds off the win. P10 finished nearly 10 seconds up the road, so it would have been really tough to get a point today, even without the spin. So genuinely, the AI was super strong, and you can see the rest. Lawson there, behind Behrman, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Albon, Colapinto, and of course we finish at the back. So yeah, genuinely, I'm not too mad about that one. In the standings, you'll see the updated, and we'll see what happens heading to the next one. Of course, now we have a summer break, so there'll be no alternate championship for a little while, but this is how things look for the time being after the first half of the season. So guys, how many thoughts? Are you enjoying the series? What do you want to see? Would you like to see it come back for next season? Changes I could make? I want to take some input at this stage, and I want to hear your thoughts, guys. But in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more. Let's try and smash over 500 likes for this one, as I mentioned before. Down below, you're going to have all the mods linked, so go check those out down in the bottom of the description. And yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Not the most entertaining or the most overtakes, but genuinely, for once, I don't actually mind the AI being genuinely fast for a change, which is quite refreshing. So yeah, we go again next time. Guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you soon. In the meantime, a massive shout out to my channel members. Check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, and that's goodbye from me. Ciao, ciao.